Equity, MTSS, and core social-emotional practices, making connections. What is equity? A primary goal of implementing SEL is to create an equitable learning experience for all students. But what is equity? Equity refers to giving students access to the resources they need to succeed in learning. Students' backgrounds, skill sets, and available resources determine what is needed within the classroom setting to develop active, independent learners. Equality is often confused with equity, but these two terms are not interchangeable. Equality means everyone is given the same resources, which is not ideal in a classroom setting given the different needs of learners. Two essential approaches that can support equity in regard to evidence-based SEL programming include being responsive to students' cultural context via culturally responsive practices, and addressing students' different social and emotional needs systematically by embedding SEL within an MTSS. Cultural responsiveness and SEL. As referenced in the previous topics of the Professional Learning Series, and directly related to an equitable approach to SEL programming, we recall that cultural responsiveness is a key component of effective teaching and learning. Culturally responsive teaching acknowledges and respects the value of the various cultural frames, experiences, and backgrounds that students bring to the classroom, many of which may differ from the cultural frames, experiences, and backgrounds of their teachers. Developing culturally responsive classrooms encourages educators to use a variety of their own social and emotional competencies, including self-awareness and social awareness. On the next page, you'll review how cultural responsiveness applies to evaluating SEL programs. MTSS. SEL can be integrated within an MTSS to ensure that all students' specific needs are met. Generally, an MTSS framework organizes practices and interventions, supporting both academic and social and emotional competencies based on individual student needs. A general MTSS model emphasizes promotion and prevention through universal practices available to all students, includes interventions for some students driven by additional needs, and includes individualized interventions of greater intensity as required for students with more profound needs. Application and exit from interventions is flexible and fluid over time, adjusted according to student-specific data. The triangle graphic found below on this page reminds us of the layered nature of available supports within an MTSS, and that there are no Tier 2 or Tier 3 students, but instead Tier 2 or 3 interventions that are available to students as needed in addition to the universal programming available to all. Thus, we are not categorizing students by tiers, but by the types of supports that we as adults provide. Equity, MTSS, and core social-emotional practices, making connections.